We've been through a lot of things in Gintama, some of which have been slightly kinder to us than others. Of course, losing all of the main characters in such a swift fashion, how will it ever recover? But this is Gintama, you know, so we're never going to be released. I really don't quite know what to expect in this episode because I don't remember watching previews and the like. Or it might have just been that long ago since I last watched Gintama. And since we had a relatively dumb episode with some kind of moral, who else is going to be next for the Gintama treatment, I think I'll call it. But it's surprising that with such a large ensemble that Gintama has, that not every character, admittedly, but at least a fair few of them, have grown into fan favourites kind of thing. He needs some bed rest, does he? I wonder why people want to go rest up in the infirmary. Yeah, slightly better than the rest of the prison, I guess. So believable. And of course, he needs to wear the hat to get it done properly. Did he actually manage to? Yep, seems it. Where'd it go? Now, who could have possibly taken a look? Either it's so bad it's good, but wow. Yep. Of course he was going to completely flip the script after something like that happened. Maybe she was just trying to settle him down to get him out of the infirmary. What about that pain? You're deviating from the path of drawing. But that's Kentucky's doing. Okay, Gintoki's belittling is one hell of a sight. Is that better? What, using some sort of hidden message in... No! No! Why does he have to play the part of the Doctor? Huh. I don't think that'll play out quite as you imagine it. Some sort of brainwashing going on there. Who's paying for the window, by the way? I don't think he cares as long as he gets the manuscript out. It seems like putting a lot more pretext into this than he really needs to. Okay. You gave her too much to work with. Huh. Yup. Almost as if you were wanting this, like, misunderstanding. At this point, I'm not sure. We just spent 30 seconds going back and forth. What? And just keep attempting it. Has anyone changed their name so flippantly and... The amount of effort into this kind of... I mean, just give it up at this point. What a tiny little mumble box. Well, that cut this story abruptly, didn't it? Humble gentlemen. I mean, some things there's even fencing can't fix. The bumpers of motor vehicles being one of them. Why? His past comes back to haunt him. No wonder they divorced. A better assistant and editor than he could have ever asked for. Is this something that could really sell well? 'Twas a mere flesh wound. Finishing. A little retconning here and there just because of spelling mistakes, sure. Okay. I'm sure it's going to be a very well received move, but also, at what point is any of this going back to the... How did you get cancelled? You didn't even release anything, right? Okay. Who could have thought that a story like this could be mere filler? If only. Okay, with enough people, you might be able to do a 19-page manuscript in a day. I guess, the screening process of actually getting them into the prison is taking longer than it should. That's how much he really puts onto his dream here. I am fearful for the reveal of who the assistants are, though. Screen tones, fair enough. Okay. Maybe there's a reason he should stay in. Now, how many of them in this prison are here for certain activities? So, much less great assistance, just the best we could find. Looks like he's going to change what the manuscript is about once again. Now, why did anyone let him keep the hand glove gauntlet things? Are they actually going to be able to delegate the work out successfully, or is it going to be just another learning experience for him? As long as they learn a lesson from it. You know, just relate it as much as possible to someone's forte, and of course, yeah, I guess just some patchwork will do fine for that. Good conversation. There's an X. The fact that they're having a full-blown conversation in the afterword here, don't you think they could just talk it out while working? Oh, now you can't say that there isn't a... You don't have his instructions in writing. Inking? You're letting people obsessed with panties be in prison and Kentucky ink? And... well, try again. I guess what, there's a change in the character design, getting an eye patch. Oh no! It's going to be the canvas retouching of Jesus all over again. Yeah. Perfect. And this was the end panel? He's not putting in the effort there, he's falling asleep. I think it's time for a break. Do you think they're going to be getting some time off their sentences for helping out? A fine headpiece. What is his preferred style, then? Did Gintoki actually pay attention at all to the manuscript? Maybe there is an actual point for all of it. Well, now their actual artwork there is ruined. I don't think this is going to go to print. Or, actually no, considering some of the stories out there, it's probably going to sell incredibly well. Be in the top 10 list. Oh, crap. Don't thank them just yet. It's just, we have some notes. That's actually an ingenious way of solving the issue. A good thing, though, they're relatively understanding there, so we should be able to redo the last 4 pages. Send that off. But, was it 15 odd pages actually successful and did well, with no notes, no edits. He might actually have a knack for this, much better than the actual gorilla in charge of Gintama. There's not a lot that can be said, really. You know, if you want to follow your dream, follow it. Don't let others drag you down, even if they are focusing on other aspects. I feel like I understand this reference. Oh boy. At least there's another Tama episode. We can all be happy for another day. And so hopefully we actually learned something from this. And whether it was to not wear sharp implements on your hands, or the less said about the other get-up, the better, really. All good artwork is subjective, whether there's panties or not. I think we also need to congratulate the assistants there for only ruining 4 pages. The fact that they could hold off drawing pants for the rest of them is, well, commendable. But the good thing is, though, is, well, we're moving on to more Gintama, one that doesn't revolve around the prison, where apparently Gintoki can just come and go as he pleases. I mean, when there's not a storyline inbound. Ah, he's just playing a guard again, or the warden, or an inmate. But also, if there's someone incarcerated who puts in this much effort and manages to produce something that is relatively readable, what's all of our excuses? If you have something you want to do, put in the effort and attempt it. Otherwise, you may end up with such great teammates as this. And with that in mind, how can I ever actually get it out of my mind? But Gintama is carrying on for another episode. I very much expect you to be there. So if you don't want to miss out, consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this one. Have a look onto my Discord if you really want to be disheartened even more. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. So far I haven't woken up into any kind words, but see you in the next one. If you want to find yourself putting ink onto the page that is my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon, because so far at least I can pretend that neither Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stingsfire, Girly, Saltitron, Cardboard, Groyville, Dark Shadow, 799, Alvin Garcia Santiago, Maurizio Lascano, once again I apologise, and everyone else uses any sort of gag to draw with, or anything else for that matter, but I really don't think we'll get much done because there's a lot more anime to watch.